Hello, precious people. I'm Jacqueline Parks, and today we're going to be doing some Bible art journaling. I got a brand new Bible, and I want to put my first painting and do it live with y'all. I'm still in my PJs, but this is such a cozy little thing. Hey, Christy. This is such a cozy little pajama day. I'm just enjoying being home and chilling on the couch and not really doing anything. Although I do need to get some grocery shopping done today at some point. But overhead, let's show you what my desk kind of looks like. It is kind of a hot mess right now. But this is my brand new Bible. So let me show you it because it's pretty cool. At first I wasn't sure I would like it just because it has a study guide in it, and I thought that would take up a lot of space in there and not give me a lot of room to paint. But let me show you. It is pretty awesome. This is fabric, which after probably 3 years it'll be pretty bad. Because that's why I needed a new Bible, was that my old one was falling apart, and I taped it and glued it and everything, and it was still kind of falling apart. So I did not think it was good to keep it in that condition. So I needed a new one. So I asked the hubby for a brand new Bible, and this is what he got me. So this is already, I've been taking it to church. These are my sermon notes. Look at these blank pages at the beginning, y'all. This is really so many blank pages. I'm gonna love putting that. And I told him he needs to write a little something to me on here so I remember. I mean, I will remember, but you know. So these are Bible pages. They're super thin, but watercolor is perfect on these because I'm hoping, I mean, I have not tested it out, but I'm hoping that's what happens, is that these will be similar to my last Bible and that the pages will be waterproof, basically. So I'm hoping and praying that's what happens today. But this has a lot of really cool stuff in it. It has some charts and maps and things, so I'm really excited. It also, which I've done my own study of, like the ages of each of the people at the beginning of the Bible in Genesis, like how long they lived and things like that. So these are some of the dates. Like Abraham was called, Israel goes to Egypt, Exodus from Egypt. So this gives you those dates. And when I studied my own Bible, those dates are the ones I came up with. So it's kind of cool. Oh, it also talks about the Hebrew calendar compared to our modern day calendar. So there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. And it's also really cool because it has these wide margins, which I definitely needed. This was super important for me to have these journaling sides. So, but the study Bible gives you all these references at the bottom of the scripture. So it's kind of cool that way too. And this is this is my brand new Bible, and I'm going to figure out what I want to paint today. And I thought it would be really cool to put the nativity scene. I found that one that I used in the thumbnail just this morning. I want to kind of add something to this, to the live, I think. I don't know if I can, but let's see if I can. So I'm going to add the image and see if I can share it with y'all. I know I downloaded it, but where did I put it? Where did I put it? I can always just use this, my thumbnail, and then I can change it just ever so slightly. So if I make that bigger, you can't see what my screen is doing, but I will show you in a minute. So basically, I can pull that over there. Let's see if this works. So I'm going to transition that. So this is something I found on the internet. If y'all can see it, give me some hearts in the chat or some thumbs up so that I know you can see it. Also, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. So that's always good too. But this is just a really pretty simple painting of Mary and Joseph and Jesus. And there's a star in the background and it's just pretty. I think this is done in acrylic, but we're going to be doing watercolor. And I'm going to tell you something, like the Old Testament is super important. A lot of people think that it's not relevant if you're a Christian, but the whole Old Testament talks about Jesus. Every word of the Old Testament helps me to understand who Jesus is, who God is, and how his divine plan to save everyone was orchestrated. And so in Isaiah, I'm going to show you the exact words that were said. I think it's 7:14. Let me look it up. Isaiah 7. I need to start memorizing some things. But of course, was it 7? What did I say? 24? No, that's not right. Maybe it was something else. Let me see. Yes, okay, 7:14. That's what I didn't do right. 7:14. So right here it says, "Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel." So super awesome. This is not a big page to paint on. I'm kind of wondering if I should paint on like a blank page instead, but I just feel like this is super awesome to paint on. We're going to try it. Let's try it. Let's just get in there and do it. What do you think? Oh, I also wanted to share with y'all something that my dear friend Carla made me. She made this little cup, and it has like a little place to rest your paintbrush. And I'd flip it over, except there's water in this, but it has her signature on the bottom. She made this with special glazing, and it's just so pretty. And I would turn it on its side, but again, I cannot unless I spill it. But it has a turtle on the side, so it's pretty cool. Y'all know how I love turtles. So let's see if I can actually paint this nativity scene. I should probably sketch real quick. Sometimes I don't sketch real quick. So that's going to be Joseph. And this is going to be Mary. Can you see that? I don't know if y'all can see. I want to do it super light, my pencil marks. And then, of course, Jesus right here in his little swaddling clothes. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do all the hands and stuff. But we shall see. But I don't copy things exact anyways. I do my own thing. And then this is just going to be, I guess, the ground. Mary's kind of kneeling here, and she's holding the baby. Yeah, I think it's just going to be kind of pretty. Let's see. So that's my real quick, super fast. That was my real quick, super fast. Let's see what happens when I use some blue for Mary. I really always love that song, "Mary, Did You Know That Your Baby Boy Would Someday Walk on Water?" It just makes me think about how she was picked to be the mother of Jesus, yet did she really understand what was going to happen? Let's see how this is working. And like pages tend to wrinkle. So far so good. Let's see, what color shall we make? Joseph probably wears brown, I would say. Some brown. And so I'm just going to watch what I'm doing here. And then if you're painting on Bible paper, it's definitely going to react differently than your regular paper. It just is. It's not going to be as flowy. It's not going to be as reactive. It just kind of sits on the surface, which I've been trying to work on doing some ornaments still. And last week, just to let you know, last week if you watched my live, I got the proportions wrong. The recipe for your own DIY watercolor ground is not 4:1, it's 3:1. So I have been struggling trying to figure out what was wrong because I kept trying to paint on my little watercolor grounds, and so these things have not been turning out so great. Water is beating up on the surface. I even painted this plastic ornament to see how it would be, and I used that 4:1 ratio, and it's not good. It's not good. It's okay, but it's not great. It's not working like I like, and it takes a lot longer. So definitely need to reassess what I did in that last one. That last video was not right. So make sure if you're gonna attempt to do it, you get the ratio just right. Let's see, I want to use some more of this darker blue, I think, and maybe some thicker stuff. And you know, you can really make it the darker areas, and just do that and get that kind of a darker look to it. So there's that. And this is going to be real stylized. It's going to be like not very perfect in any way. So not really going to be perfect, but that's okay. But I like how it's turning out so far. It's very translucent, which I like. I'm going to have to keep adding some darker down to this bottom area just because of the way the light's probably hitting everything. And so I'm just putting in my own take right here, you know, my own take. Now, to make skin tone, y'all need some orange and some blue and a little bit of red and a little more orange, because the orange and blue make a grayish color. So I'm just mixing that in with that blue that was there. And I don't know, you think Joseph has more of a tan face probably? No, they walked the whole desert, you know. So they're walking the whole desert. They're going to be kind of tan. Let's see how that looks. That does not look very peachy to me. It still needs to look kind of peachy. Let me see what happens if I add this kind of weird orange in there. Or you know what I need to add? Probably a little red. A little bit of red. There you go. I don't know if you can see what I'm mixing. If it's kind of got a glare on there. Of course it does. But added some of the red in there, and I think that's looking really good. That's looking like a skin tone right there. So I'm just going to do it quickly. on the hands, her hand, her face. And then the baby is brand new, so babies are real pale. Can you see that? It's kind of pale. Babies haven't been in the sun. They just born. So, definitely get his area right there done. And now I might just go ahead and drop some of the brown in there because that'll make his beard. And in all the pictures you see him, he's got a beard. Get some of that Payne's gray in there. Make it nice and dark. So here we go. Got some his beard right there. And she's got some brown, darker hair. And then little baby Jesus might have had some hair. Who knows? And then I like how they did some outlining and stuff. Let me see if I can do the staff. Yeah, that looks really pretty. Oops. I just dried off my paintbrush on my little tassel-y thing. My little tassel on my thing here. Let me show you. Ooh. These are not to be used to dry any of your paint. Okay, let's get back to this. Let's see. I hope there's no glitching today because on my cell phone there's been a ton of glitching. Some Wi-Fi issues. I don't know why. There are though. Let's see if I can look at the photo and get some more accurate depictions here. Let's see what I can do. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. I'm going to maybe use some of the yellowish color to create, I want that green. Let me wipe it off with a paper towel. But I don't need that much area. So there's the yellow. I hear my kitty. What's my kitty trying to do? Trying to do something crazy. So I'll go back to some blues and then just a little shadow. And it is wrinkling, y'all. It's okay. I don't mind the wrinkles. Wrinkles are part of life. So I'm going to definitely make this kind of go up into there. That's part of his. Make that kind of dark right there. Make that kind of dark right there. And so I'm just kind of letting my hand just be guided by the Holy Spirit, because that's what I do when I'm Bible art journaling. I just let the Holy Spirit guide me. I try not to be too persnickety. I just let it do its thing, you know? So now I'm going to do, I think, some of this background. I don't know. I'm assuming they're in the manger right here. But I don't know for sure if this is hay all around them. And I'm not going to do animals today. I'm focusing on them. I may want to put the star up in the sky. maybe, I don't know. How do I want to do the star? Yellow. Let's do yellow for the star. You know me, let's mix right on my palette. Do you see what I'm doing in here? I'm just squiggling it all around. But it's okay. So let's put this star right up here. I like that. And if I want, I can even add some more details. If I want to put the sky in there, I can. I don't know. Right now it's looking so pretty. So pretty. And it's definitely different than theirs, so I don't think I'll be in trouble of doing anything I shouldn't have been doing, you know, like plagiarism. No plagiarism. So I'm going to add some shadow in here. And some shadow on her. Maybe shadow on his other underside here. The thing is, with watercolors, you can still see through them. They're pretty translucent. So I don't know. I may add some of a shadow into there. Shadow in there. And then just kind of lift off a little bit. I think I made it too dark in there. That looks like I made it a little bit more realistic. So, have y'all gotten your Christmas shopping done? I think I have. I hope I have. I'm still going to be sending out Christmas cards, y'all. It's just taking me a minute to get them printed. And put this kind of dark on one side of his staff. That looks kind of pretty, and I like how it stands out. And I think I could add some more of that darker blue, probably. Just a little bit on her to make sure it looks kind of like her arm. Yeah, that's looking really pretty. Just blend it. Blend. But I like that. Oh my goodness, I'm loving it. Might do a couple more little stars, maybe. Just like, if I can. Let me see if I can mix them up. There we go. A little bit more water in there, and that would have made so pretty. I do have, okay, y'all, you know I have those metallic paints. Like metallic paints. Thank you, Jamie. So what do you think? Yellow? Silver? Uh-oh, something's going on. Someone just did something out there. My doggie's like, I must bark. He must bark. Just go and put some stars here and there. And look at, they kind of look like crosses. That's super pretty. Super pretty. I like that so much. I don't like the dog barking, but I like these crosses. I don't know if you can see it that great. But it is, it's turning out really good. So I've been doing some Bible studies with my friends on the Bible app, which is really, really good. I'm just going to put a bunch of crosses, little silver, goldish color crosses. And who knows, maybe I'll put the 3 wise men coming on the other side. Let's do some splattering with this. I kind of like splatters. Do you guys like to splatter? I do. I kind of like to splatter. I'm going to put some splatters down here. I'm going to put some splatters down in here. And if there's any that we don't want, we just lift, lift, lift. But that's looking really nice. I like it. I like it. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Your nativity did not turn out that good. Did you do it with your people? Thank you for saying it looks good. Did you do it at your church? With your people there, because that would be really fun to do. I should, if I get brave enough, I'll do a class and teach people how to paint the nativity scene maybe next year. Yes, you did. I would love to see it. Did you post any pictures online, or did you at the well house for the ladies? Awesome. Yeah, I think that's cool that you do that. I don't know. It does look kind of pretty. I kind of like it. Maybe a little more stars. Is it too many stars? Can you have too many stars? I don't think so. Can you have too many splatters? No, cannot. Should I put some blue splatters in there? What do you think? Just leave it like it? You didn't post it, so you'll send me a picture later? Okay, send me a picture, because I would love to see it. So yeah, that's just like real abstract looking. I mean, I'll just show you the transition to this picture so you can compare it. I wish I could figure out a way to do that side by side. Let me see if I can. Y'all know how I am trying to do side by side. So let me see if I can do that. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. We'll see what I'm gonna do. Video capture device. That would be my MacBook. No, it wouldn't be my MacBook. It would be this thing. We'll see if I can enlarge it. So, and now we're gonna put that image in front of that one. Let's see if we can transition now. Check it out side by side. So it's not really exact copy of it. You could say that composition's pretty much copied, but I changed some of the colors. I changed some of the line. It's almost like they outlined everything with black. I did not do that. Also, their stars are dark and my stars are yellow. So I could say that that's definitely different enough, don't you think? May add a little bit more blue to just make that darker under there. You know how I like to use blue as a shadow. Blues are my shadows. So there, just added a little bit more shadow underneath. I think that looks good. Well, shoot, I'm done pretty much. It's like been a half hour. I go pretty fast. I feel like I could be on one of those shows where they have like speed painting art stuff, and it'd be like, can you paint this in half an hour? And I'd be like, yes, I can. What about you guys? Have you been doing much painting? Anyone just joining us? Have y'all been painting this season? I've been working on commissions and working on so I've been working on a lot of commissions, like a ton of commissions, which I am so blessed. Just got 4 my 8x10s done for a friend, and I am gonna ship off another 8x10 today. and hopefully gets there. Well, they just need it by the 28th, so that's good. So I'm going to ship that today. And I have one more 8x10 I need to get painted. But the problem I've been having is these little ornaments that I make. And this one I painted just some trees on it. And I don't think the watercolor ground I made for this worked that great. So, I mean, I guess I layered enough thicker paint on there so that it did work, but it wasn't working for this that I'm trying to paint for my sister, and it's not working out. I need to retry it or something. I thought I made the watercolor ground last week and figured out it was not working that great. So when I re-looked at the lady's video, I found out that I did the ratio wrong. So though they look right, when you start to paint on them, they're not good. Not good. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do. Also, I ordered some more of these, and they came, and they're about this big. So they're a lot smaller. So this is it. These are the ones I have. I have like a stack of them that I've already kind of messed up. So this is what I have. And this is what I need to paint basically by Christmas. One lady said she didn't need all 4 of hers by Christmas, but I'm going to try and get them all done. So, and, but yeah, these are my little rounds that I kind of got messed up. Messed up. Oh, you know what else I've been painting though? If you've been following my shorts and my Instagram and my Facebook, so if you've seen all that, you've seen I've been painting like quick little 5 to 10 minute paintings every day. So let me see if I can show you what I've been doing. So this is my little countdown. Let's see if I can do it in order. So there's number 1. You know what? Let me put this and make it easier to see. There you go. So that one. And then I did a tree, pine tree. And then I did an ornament, try and get the reflections on there. Did a candle. And I did a gingerbread man. He's so cute. And then I did a candy cane. I love doing the shading on that one. It was really cool. This one, the snowflake I did, was really cool as well. I liked using the white gel pen while it was still wet. And it was kind of like painting with white paint. My little nutcracker. Y'all, I've been seeing nutcrackers on everybody's porch. Like everybody's. It's like every one of my neighbors almost have them. And if I'm driving around town, they're everywhere as well. So I don't know if that's like some big thing that they've been doing this year. The nutcrackers. So here's a little stocking. This one kind of reminded me of the stocking I had as a little girl. And it was definitely DIY. It had like the little, I forget what they call that. You probably know, Christy. What does it say? Just sand and start over. Yeah, I'm going to have to sand those little rounds and start over. But I made so much of that watercolor ground, but now I'm going to have to redo it. Maybe I'll make a smaller batch and just do these and then not worry about it. Although I've been doing some mixed media, and I think that that paste I made could probably work for that. Been using gouache with it instead. Maybe I'll use acrylic. I've also been thinking about trying some water-soluble oil paints because I just found out that exists. And the thing I didn't like about oil painting was the whole turpentine and all that toxic fumes and things like that. So I've no, and then you just can't dump it down the drain. So you have to like take it somewhere, I guess. I don't know. But for me, I think the water soluble oil paints might work. I'm thinking about it. Thinking about it. But I do still love watercolors, so I probably don't need to switch. But getting back to the stockings, I had a stocking that was like hot glued with these the trim on it, and they were like glitter trim. And I mean, now this stocking, I think I still have it, but it's worn and does not look good. This painting I did not enjoy. I thought it turned out pretty gaudy, but that's okay. And then this one, the star, what does it say? I love my water soluble. Oh, you've tried them. You need to do a video and show me like how it looks. Someone said it's similar to watercolor. Is that true? Let me know. But this video, so this short that I posted, actually got the most views, and I'm not really sure why. It's just a star. And it was not hard to paint. It was not hard to draw. So I don't know. Sometimes some of the things you spend a lot of time on painting and it gets like zero views. And it's like, this one I really loved. I don't know if you can see that really good. I loved painting this cute little hat, little knit hat. Was so much fun. It did take me more than 5 minutes to paint that one. And then this, the matching little mittens, took so much time, and I was getting frustrated. I think this one took me like 13 minutes. I could be wrong, but I think they turned out pretty good. So that was day 13, and then day 14 was hot cocoa, which I love hot cocoa, and I still haven't really drank any yet. I've been drinking my coffee every morning. Could probably add some cocoa to that. Poinsettias. Do you say poinsettias or poinsettia? I don't know. I like saying poinsettia. It's just funny. My little cardinals turned out good. And this morning, just looking out this window right here, as I was sitting here getting ready for my live, I saw first I saw like a bird that looked like a robin come and land on the little bench in front and like start pecking at the pillow that's on the bench. And then, like not even 3 minutes later, a cardinal sat there and started pecking at the pillow. So there could be bugs on that pillow. I have no idea. But it was kind of cool to see a cardinal. And then this one, I love how light and airy the church turned out. And that was yesterday's painting. I don't know what I'm going to paint today. I've been thinking about doing a snowman. I do have kind of a list of things that I am checking off as I paint them. So they're definitely in here where I came up with some ideas. And I haven't checked everything off the list yet, to be honest. So the poinsettia, I gotta do that. The church. Oh, I did a cup of cocoa instead of a cup of coffee. So do I need to cross that off? Probably. So how many more days do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, is about a week. So next week. Next Monday is Christmas Day. And I was thinking on Christmas Day I might paint baby Jesus. Like a more realistic one, possibly. So we'll see. But I have milk and cookies. I have music sheets. I have 3 wise men, a robin, bird, a deer. A deer probably take me a little bit more. A cabin in the woods and maybe some pie. A piece of pie. That would probably be fun to paint. I could paint that. Probably pumpkin pie or apple pie. I don't know. I want to like drink some. I have no drinks. But I do have these things that I got for when I do craft shows because my voice goes. Maybe I'll try one of these. It does have honey. Lemon and honey. And that's what you need when your voice starts to go. Which my voice is always going. So we'll see if that helps my voice. But I'll put this little thing away. I don't know if you can tell. Sorry. If it's, you can see the shine on here. Oh, I love it. It's so much better in person than on here. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe if I pick it up and hold it. I do have an app that's connected to this camera, but for some reason I don't know how to use it yet. But can you see the shiny metallic? Yep. So that's my very first painting in this Bible. And if you guys want to see the back side, let's turn it. Oops, one too many pages. So check it out. It did kind of go a shadow on there, but it didn't bleed through. Oops. I guess that's not dry yet. I thought it was dry. So we're going to probably do on this side the 3 wise men. And maybe that's what I'll do next. That's what I'll do today, maybe, on my little cards. So these are 3x3. And a friend of mine wants to learn how to paint some of these. And I told her, sure, after Christmas, though, because I am booked solid for Christmas, before Christmas. But if you have like a little easel, which I do somewhere, I don't know where it is. I have like a whole package of them somewhere. It's probably too hard to find them. But you guys want to see something I've been working on that's kind of different? So I have this stuff that's I bought it to do a table with, and for whatever reason, the table I have not refinished yet. But it's kind of like a stain, and it's called Unicorn Spit. It's a gel stain and glaze. So I actually mixed this into some acrylic paint. The paper did very well, Christy. Yep. It did. It went through it didn't go through. So I'm happy. Very, very happy. But yeah, Unicorn Spit. I bought this like a while ago, so it's very liquidy. But I added it to acrylic paint, and the acrylic paint I mixed, I was trying to get a black, but the black I didn't have any black. And so I was trying to mix like green and red and blue and purple and everything together to make black. And so I used this in there. Or did I use the green? I don't know. I have this blue and I have green and I forget what other color I have. But look at this. This is on canvas. I really like how it turned out. And you can see, well, I squirted it with water and let it run and stuff, but it just kind of looks pretty, I think. And then this one just kind of looks pretty. And then this. My daughter, who likes horror films, said this reminded her of The Ring. And I was like, ooh, that's kind of scary. But I think the 3 of these would look really pretty on a wall somewhere. I probably should have did 4 of them, and that would have been really good. But I've been experimenting, and I think it's good as artists to experiment. I don't think you should limit yourself to one type of medium. I know a lot of times that if you're trying to brand yourself as an artist, you want to stick to one medium. So, even though I've been doing some mixed media. I've been doing a little bit of, I've been doing some collage kind of stuff with paper because I have like a whole stack of paper behind me, like a whole bunch. And I keep buying more. So I think it's just fun to kind of tear it and slap it on the canvas and paint over it and add some texture and then draw with a Sharpie or something and then cover that up and paint some more images and just kind of get fun with it and have fun with it. I think art should be fun. So let me tell you something. I have enjoyed painting all these commissions, but I really want to do some more mixed media. And right now I haven't been able to just because I'm so busy. But as soon as Christmas comes, I'm like going to stay in my PJs and I'm just going to paint some canvases with that stuff I mixed because I have so much of it. I made way too much of it. I mean, this thing's heavy. I don't want to waste it. So I think it would be good to use with maybe acrylic paints, or maybe it'll work with that oil, water soluble oils. I might see if I can get some of those off of Amazon and get myself a present. So, but that's something that I think I should try. But I've done a little bit of research on that water soluble oil paints, and I don't really know which brand's the best. I don't really know what I should try, what colors, what set. Do I need a bunch of colors? Do I just need like 3? So I don't know. I think it would be fun to play with though. And so yeah, as an artist, I just play around with different things, and I don't worry too much if it's not a watercolor in my genre, because people will be confused, like, do we hire her or not? I think I could probably start a whole new channel or Instagram with my abstract mixed media pieces. I've really enjoyed the scripture mixed media art that I made, and I hung that in my room. It's really pretty. I've also thought about doing prints with that kind of stuff, so I'm kind of partnering up my Etsy shop with a print shop. And so if you go to Etsy and you like something, you can just click and have it print straight from that company, and it'll ship straight to you, and I won't have to do any packaging, because you know me, I don't like packaging things up and going to the post office. I don't like shipping things for some reason, but it's okay. There's one more look at it. So tell me, you guys, what should I paint today? Oh, did you send me your info, Christy? Everything's dinging. Let me see. A set of 10. And you got the Winsor and Newton? Okay, I'll have to try that. I will have to try it. Okay, I think I'm probably going to be done here soon. I'm eating my voice. I don't know why. Why is it every time I get online? Why is it? I get online, I try to talk, my voice goes. Why? Is that the enemy? I wonder. I wonder if that is the enemy. But so let's see. A companion scripture to what we did today is, let me see if I can find it. I did look up in my Bible study this morning. Let me see if I can find it. I'm doing one. It's based on Christmas carols, so it's really cool. But I forget if it was. I had to play catch up, so I did 3 days. 3 days. So maybe it was back a couple days. Let me see. Maybe it was this one. Could be this one. This was Isaiah 9. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. And we definitely need peace. I'm not sure that was it either. Let me see. Little Drummer Boy. That was actually a good one. I liked that little devotional, the little drummer boy going before Jesus, and all he has is a drum to play a song to the newborn king, and he feels very awkward and feels like maybe a drum is too loud for a baby, and then maybe he should have brought a harp like the shepherds have, and then he starts second guessing himself and like what his gift is. But we all do have gifts, don't we? We all have our own unique purpose and gifts in this world that God has given us. And so for me, I know painting is a gift that he gave me, and I want to use it to glorify him. And so sometimes I do second guess myself, which I shouldn't. I should definitely trust that God gave me my talents to use, and I shouldn't be thinking I'm not good enough or that my art's not gonna be worthy of anything. But I think as artists, we do tend to scrutinize our own artwork, and we scrutinize ourselves. We probably pick on every little detail. Like, I could look at this painting again and think, do I need to change anything? And I could look at that and be like, well, I don't know. Maybe I should change something in that. But I think it's pretty. So I shouldn't probably change anything. I should just let it stay like it is. And it's going to be its own work of art in my Bible. And it's going to be a remembrance of the birth of Christ, which is super amazing. That's a miracle, y'all. Hey, we got someone new in the chat. Let's see. And I'm probably gonna mess up how to pronounce your name. So it says, hey, would you agree that the God of Jesus whom he worshipped was the Father alone? The God of Jesus. Well, God is the Father, yes. Joseph with his earthly father who raised him, which I think is a great testament to fathers who adopt children. I think that their hearts must be the biggest hearts on earth, because to raise someone else's child is just so selfless, in my opinion. But yeah, we were talking about this in church, how Jesus was fully God and fully man. When he was born a baby from a virgin human woman, he was 100% God and 100% man. And I don't know how you can say. I do believe Jesus was God. Yes, I do believe that. I say he was 100% God and 100% man, and that math does not work out for humans, but I say there's a lot of mysteries. I told the kiddos at church on Sunday, I said, we don't always know all the answers, and we just got to trust God. So what's the difference between God and man then? Well, I think the difference is that when Jesus came, he laid down a lot of that, not his power, but he laid down the things that we know God to be, to live a sinless life as a man, and to show us that we are all saved by his sacrifice and not by anything we do, because we can't earn it. There's nothing we can do to earn that. We just have to have a faith that what he did on the cross was enough. And I'm no theologian. I just love the Lord. And for me, I just enjoy Bible art journaling, and I enjoy painting in my Bible. I love art. I love how God gifted me some talent to do that. And I just love that there's people here who love the Lord, and they join me on Mondays, and they just have they have gifts as well. So I enjoy talking with a lot of people on here. He was 100% God then. He was. I just don't know how. That's honest. I don't know how you can be 100% man and 100% God. I don't know how that works. And like I said to the kiddos on Sunday, I said, I don't have all the answers. So I just know that the Bible says he was 100% God and 100% man. Well, we'll follow the truth, obviously. The Bible is the truth. If it's in the Bible, it's the truth. So that's all I can say about that. And I don't know. I think that we probably could get off track here just talking about, nitpicking about it. But I know that God wants us to get along. God wants us to have peace with one another, to love one another. When we do look at, I just did a study of, I think it was first, second and third John. So this Bible study was super in-depth, super extensive, and talked a lot about how we're called to be at peace with one another, but we also have to look at the selfishness of others, maybe even in the church. If they're doing it for the wrong reasons, they could lead others astray. So I don't want to lead anyone astray. And that's why I say I don't know all the answers. So Jesus was God in human form, Christy's saying. Jesus was human without sin, and we as humans are not. That's true. We can't live without sin, a sinless life. We can't. That's the God part that I'm talking about. He was God, and that's how he could do it. It doesn't make sense that Jesus was a prophet and the Messiah. What does that mean? Who was sent by God, teaching people to worship God alone. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name, for example. He taught us how to pray. I don't know. I just read my Bible and I believe it. So I don't know if you're trying to say that he wasn't God, but I think he was 100%. But the thing that's really cool, he set the example of how to live as a human. So he prayed like all the time. He would go off by himself to pray. And, you may want to say, well, why would he have to pray to himself? We're talking about a Trinity, which is beyond my mind how that works. So I might suggest that you talk to your pastor at church and see what they have to say about that. But I'm sure there's better people on the internet than me who can answer those questions. So anyways, I think I'm gonna shut off the live. We're almost at an hour, and you know how I like to keep things about an hour. But I hope you will join me again next Monday. I think, next Monday is gonna be Christmas, so maybe I won't go live. I might not. I'm gonna be spending the time with my kiddos and my husband, so I probably won't be going live next Monday. Unless I maybe can film something ahead of time. If I'm ambitious enough to be able to do that, I will be able to post it. So, and I think you can somehow schedule it. I don't know. We'll see if I can figure that out. Anyways, you know how much I love y'all, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Christy, I'll give you a call in a minute, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.